Hey, just signing out. Oh, got to plug in the mics. Sorry about that. Alrighty. As soon as we get some folks here, we'll start. I'm a little bit late, but glad you're here. Michael, glad to see you. Paul Terry, of course, is here so far. It's a Roger Bacon's tag. I like that. Trying something new with the microphone, so let me know how the music mix is with the voice. What I've done is I got two microphones. I'm wearing one, and the other one is clipped near the speaker in the back of my car. I hope the music would be more clear and less noise from the air conditioner and stuff. So let me know how that sounds. Can you hear me right now? Hey, Paul. We'll get going here in a little bit. Linda, glad you're here. Come on in, have a seat down front. The show's about to start. Glad you're all here. We added a new rule yesterday. I think all of you were here for the new rule. If you win a sponsored prize, then you can't win that prize again for 5 days for the week, you know. So Greg Fraley is here. Hello, Linda. That's great. We get a few more players and we will start this. We'll light this candle. Get this thing going. Let me test the theme, Tide Show theme, see if you can hear it. It's Know-It-Alls. Could you hear that okay? Somebody let me know. Hey, Bobby. Good texting with you today. That text with you? Man. See, that's what happens with ADD. I thought so, and then all of a sudden I went, huh? Okay. Good. Good. Thanks, James. Put a mic near the speaker. I mic the speaker. Who would have thought? Alrighty. Let's get this thing going, shall we? It's 5 o'clock on a weekday, and time for Know-It-Alls, the only trivia game show brought to you live from a used Prius. This week, Know-It-Alls is brought to you by Washington Platform, Leopard Photography, and Cincinnati Dry Carpet Cleaning. Without further ado, here's your host, the only man who, while sitting on a bar stool at Dana Gardens, called Bob Hope's number after he got it from information and spoke with the man, Michael Flannery. Hey! Glad everybody is here. Let's hit the applause button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's true. That's true. I sat on a bar stool in Dana Gardens, and from information, I was able to get Bob Hope's phone number. And from the bar stool, I called Bob Hope, and he answered the phone. Amazing. I'll have to admit, I didn't know it was Bob. I was calling his office. Yeah, but somebody later told me, he goes, Bob answered the phone. So there you go. All right, glad you're all here. A couple of things to go over real quick. Of course, we no longer take answers that are A, B, or C, or 1, 2, 3. You have to type out part of the answer. I'm keeping the answer short for that reason. Also, if you win a sponsored question, one of the big prizes, you cannot win that prize again for 5 days. So that's not a penalty. We just want to spread the wealth around a little bit. And what did Bob say? Well, a friend of mine worked for Bob, and I was trying to get a hold of them. And when I called Bob, I said, hey, is Judy there? And they said, no, she's not. But I said, can you give me the home number? And Bob kind of laughed and went, no, I can't give you that number, but I'll have Judy call you. There you go. So then later, Judy called me a couple minutes later at Dana's, and she goes, "What's going on?" Bob calls me up, says you're trying to get a hold of me, and gives me Dana Garden's phone number. Bob never answers the phone. So that was cool. A little brush with greatness that I didn't even know happened until afterwards. But, how did the music sound? Was that okay? And the applause? You could hear all that? Go ahead and type in your answer there. So you got to wait 5 days if you want a sponsored question. Amy, how are you? Glad you're in the audience. We're ready to play. And also, share. Somebody suggested that we should say, you can't play unless you share. Because this is like, kindergarten. We should all share. And you should all click share. Because that helps. All right, here we go. The first question. Amy, I'm glad you're here. Question number 1 is, what former Reds manager wore the number 1 on his jersey? The number 1. Yeah, the mic has no level. I'll have to just talk quieter. So you Flannery Schlomer, that name's familiar. All right, I didn't even tell you the choices. I'm sorry. What former Reds manager wore number 1? Was it Fred Hutchinson? Was it Dennis O'Connor? Or was it Charlie Stout? So there you go. I'm going to wait for those answers. Give you another one. What former Reds manager wore the number 1? Was it Fred Hutchinson, Dennis O'Connor, or Charlie Stout? Those are the 3. Bobby says Charlie. We're going to wait. Give it a couple more seconds here with the thinking music. La, 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 la. Fred Hutchinson, Dennis O'Connor, or Charlie Stout? Who do you think was a Reds manager and wore the number 1? All right. Let's see what the answers are here. Linda comes up with Dennis O'Connor. So sorry. Dennis is my cousin. He lives in Portland. I had just talked to him last night, and I told him I'd put his name in one of the questions. So there you go, Dennis. That's for you. Going back, let's see. That was Linda. And Bobby Becker says Charlie. So sorry, Charlie is the owner of Cincinnati Dry Carpet Cleaning. So I snuck his name in there. The sponsor's name in a question. They cracked me up. The real answer was, as Mike Fiore will tell you, Fred Hutchinson. Give him a round of applause. Let me check with the judges. Judges, is that right? Up, I guess it's right. Give Mike Fiore a round of applause for getting that right. It was Fred Hutchinson, manager of the Reds, who wore the number 1. Way to go, Mike. And you are going to win. I had it right here. I don't. It's a Club 19 card. A Club 19 postcard with yours truly on it. And it's in every color imaginable if you can only imagine black and white. So it's a black and white Club 19 postcard from me to you, Mike. Thank you very much. All right, you got some love. Let's go on with the next question. Sparky was number 1 in my mind, too. Paul Terry says Sparky wore it in bed. Wow. I'm not going to ask how you know that, Paul. That's kind of bothersome to me. All right, Chuck is watching. All right. Here's the next question for you. See if I can get it right. What year did Xavier University become co-ed? Was it 1968, 1970, or 1957? Okay, Xavier University, when did it turn co-ed? 68, 70, or 1957? I went to Xavier, graduated in 2.5 years. a 2-year degree, but I still did it. Let's see, we got 69. Who's that? Randall's going off the board with 69. That's gutsy. That's gutsy there. I'm going to guess it was a 68. All right. Chuck Pitt says 57. Michael Fiore says 57. I got Carl Roberts at 70. Some 57s and some 70s. Okay. Well, if you said 68, that wasn't it. 57? That wasn't it either. But Paul Terry on my phone is the first person that typed in number 70, so please give Paul Terry a round of applause. He got that one right. Yeah. Paul Terry, 1970, went co-ed. I was there in 76. It was still co-ed. It didn't do me any good, but it was still co-ed, yeah. I graduated college a virgin. Yeah, I'm the one. There you go. Thank you. You guys are learning much more about me than you probably want to know, huh? This is kind of like TMI instead of know-it-alls. Oh, I want to write those names down because I always forget to. Okay, so that was Mike Fiore and Paul. 2 first names, Terry. All right, our final. Oh man, Paul, you probably know this. Was 2 videotapes being transferred for you to a DVD because that was the Leopard Photography question of the day. They will take your photos, your photo negatives, movies, 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter, and convert them to DVD so that you can see them again, and they will be archived and protected. So there you go. Tom Steele, how are you? That was the Leopard Photography question of the day. Now, we're going to have the Cincinnati question of the day. If you answer this question right, you will receive 350 square feet of dry carpet cleaning in your home. Now that means that once they clean your carpet, it's not only clean, 45 minutes later it's dry. I hate having my carpet cleaned at my house because then it's wet for like hours. But not with this. This is a dry carpet cleaning system. And the owner comes out to your house. You learned his name a couple questions ago, Charlie Stout. So, there you go. This here is the Cincinnati dry carpet cleaning question of the day. And the question is, what Cincinnati high school was named after the first American saint? Was it Mercy McCauley High School? Was it Seton High School? Or was it St. Ursula High School? There you go. What Cincinnati High School was named after the first American saint? Was it Mercy McCauley High School, Seton High School, and St. Ursula High School? There you go. Amy came in with Seton. I believe that's what you said, wasn't it? Give me a call. Send me a personal message. Randall from Spick and Span. Send me a PM and we'll talk about that. I would love to have that. All right. Time is up. And let's see what we have going on here for the carpet cleaning. A lot of right answers, but it looks like it is Amy Karajeff. You are the winner of the Cincinnati dry carpet cleaning question of the day. This is your first time. Give her a round of applause. Amy, glad you came by to watch. And I know some of the folks you haven't heard about your prize for the carpet cleaning, I'll be sending you a text or an instant message, private message about that tonight or tomorrow. So I've seen your texts and questions about it, and I'll be answering those. And Amy, you did a great job. You got that right. 350 square feet of carpet cleaning coming your way. And a little boogie woogie 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 with some cool trumpet playing. I want to let you know that Friday we have another secret celebrity guest who'll be sitting right back there. That's right, we'll be playing Who's the Guy in My Back Seat? So, you'll want to tune in for that on Friday. And we've got more prizes and fun on know-it-alls. I just want to say thanks to everybody. Please wear your masks and stay safe, kids.